No. Metarugia Sorrido. Mi ha visto? Gomboni mi ha visto, aiuto. Aia. No, non posso perdere vita qua. È andato tutto a puttane, Gomboni, è colpa del freeze. Visto, ha fatto il frizzino. Gomboni, Gomboni. Ma prima era lì. Guarda te sto pezzo di merda. Che animale, cazzo. Però aspetta, cos'erano quelle robe lì? Domani riproviamo con quel bellissimo gioco. Riproviamo con quel bellissimo gioco. Anche se dovrei finire Project Zero, però se Twitch continua a far cagare, piuttosto porto giochi che fanno cagare. Non l'ho mai fatto legit sto coso, l'ho sempre distrutto. E ora capisco perché non lo facevo. Ciao Ezio. Vediamo se lo mira da qui. Niente, fai cagare Snake. Lui mi vede però, è che è. Mamma mia, se me lo scopo come scoperei i Gomboni, guarda, guarda. Sbam, così ti farei, Gomboni. Non lo lascio stare, voleva uccidermi quel merdone. Tudu. Tudu. Se le porte non collaborano, l'unica cosa da fare è giocare il capitolo per conto nostro, ragazzi. Cioè, arriviamo al checkpoint dopo e invitiamo Ken da quel checkpoint, è l'unico modo. Cioè, la parte di checkpoint lì che è maledetta. Che odio sto vapore. Poi perché vengo qua? Non c'ho nulla da prendere, lo faccio per completismo, cazzo. Ah no, vabbè, i missili Stinger sì, servono. Servono, servono. Tudo, 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 tudo. Gomboni, secondo te i serpenti vivono in Alaska? Saci, secondo te i serpenti vivono in Alaska? Basta, Saci, hai già esagerato, cazzo. Hai già esagerato. There he is. C'era bisogno. Dai, Snake! Dai, mi devo fare davvero Raven damage, che palle. Ah. Mi immagino i serpenti che scondereva il ritmo di When We Were Merry. Che pazza drogata che è quella lì. E aspetta che c'è la chaff. Che drogati maledetti a mettere le mine qui comunque, Sono veramente delle persone male. Ciao Artiglios. Risalutamelo, quel bellone di Kuma. Quelle cos'erano? Ah, vabbè. Già che so gialle. Tuk tuk. Mamma mia, la tentazione di prendere a pugni il corvo.
Snake, I've got something to tell you about Naomi
È
Hunt.
stato molto minaccioso.
Is this conversation?
Snake!
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
Non è vero.
Know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI,
Yeah?
and then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied.
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Ma lo senti quanto il doppiatore di Liquid è molto sottotono qui?
The head of the FBI.
Cioè in Twin Snake l'ha doppiato 10 volte meglio Liquid.
Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
Well, back then there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960 in Chicago, not New York.
But
You better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, and that ninja? Too many strange things are happening.
are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call.
Se ne dovessi mettere Gear Survive.
Careful.
Ma per il suo genere è più di un buon gioco secondo me. Se ti piacciono i survival. Poi il gameplay di The Phantom Pain, che è riciclatissimo in quel gioco, secondo me si sposa bene con un lato survival. Certo, se cerchi un gioco con una trama, Metal Gear Survive lascia stare. C'ha magari 2-3 colpi di scena carini, però è veramente trash la trama di Metal Gear Survive. Cioè l'idea stessa è stupida. Però almeno a giocarlo io mi sono divertito. Ha delle componenti apprezzabili secondo me. Cioè mi sono divertito molto di più a giocare a Survive che a Rising onestamente.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you.
Che stai laggando, Raven?
Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M110.
Mi ha fatto schifo subito. Vabbè, se parti prevenuto, Ezio, non stai lì ad analizzare il gioco per quello che è.
But that was no true.
Ma è il gioco stream. No, è il gioco!
The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is
Spero che sia per la pace che ho messo io e non... che non vada su PC così standard, sarebbe un pochino grave.
I can't move. The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Ah, your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary. You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at.
Il grasso di balena.
Called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious, it's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
Reve, ma stai già rushando? Ah beh sì, siamo in extreme. Porca puttana, mi one shot per davvero. Forse col giubbotto magari un colpo lo reggo. No, non mi è partito il colpo. Ma Snake? Non spara sto stronzo, è rimasto lì. Ovviamente col Nikita. Mi one shot anche col giubbotto, ragazzi, lo devo fare no damage, per forza. Almeno la conferma che il giubbotto non serve a una sega con Raven. Ho sempre cercato di capirlo. Dai, l'ha mancato. Ma dai! Ma... L'ha rotto al volo, GG. Non ho capito. Non ho capito. Io non l'ho colpito e lui ha colpito me. Com'è possibile? Bello che il suo percorso è scriptato, però. Almeno all'inizio. Niente, non gli ha fatto nulla perché era appena colpito. Ma che cazzo? Niente. Quanto ti odio quando non spari! Sto morendo in maniere veramente confuse. Come cazzo sono morto se non avevo ancora iniziato a sparare, scusa? E perché il missile ha colpito il frigo invece di colpir lui? Stanno succedendo cose... Si sei ucciso? No! Minchia, lo vedi quando vieni colpito da uno Stinger? Quello non era una morte per Stinger. Come le è mancato, Snake? Ok, stavolta ho sparato prima io. Nolanino. Ah. Non mi ha cagato? Non mi ha sparato. Ah! Hai pattato Saci? Sto morendo, Nolanino, non mi partono i colpi. Io premo quadrato, ma l'input non arriva. Mi toglie l'arma senza aver sparato lo Stinger e muoio come uno stronzo. Ah. Ciao Eddie. Perché non giochi al remake? Perché l'abbiamo già giocato 5 volte. E anche di recente l'ultima volta. Quando l'abbiamo portato l'ultima volta? Era 2020. Non mi ha sparato di nuovo, vedi? Di nuovo. C'è un problema col quadrato. Vieni di nuovo. Tanto lo sai che arriverà il giorno che dovremo parlare anche di quello, vero? Ecco. Guarda cosa hai fatto, Nolan. Sarai contento. Saluta il vichingo che non può scrivere, digli che lo amo. Sì, ma non oggi, no, oggi magari no. No, c'è arancino, niente, ragazzi, cambiamo gioco. Mettiamo Anu. Ciao, Donna. Ciao, Akai. Perché? Non mi ha sparato. Non parte l'input, sto impazzendo, cazzo. Wow, ha rotto lo stinger in tempo record. Aspetta che non avevo mai notato che il suo percorso è scriptato. Fa sempre gli stessi movimenti. Mai notato. Ora passa per di qua. Ora va a sinistra. E dovrebbe venire di qua. Sì. Ora passa per destra in fondo. Mamma mia. Sta spaccando tutto quel bastardo. Ciao Nicola.
Just as the boss said,
Niente lagga Raven, ragazzi.
which is no longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place.
Che doppiaggio meraviglioso.
My flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake! I will be watching you!
Anche se adesso tu mi dici che Raven è doppiato bene, io ti ammazzo, Nora. Ti ammazzo.
Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go!
Cioè, se ascolti il doppiaggio di Twin Snake di sta parte è tutt'altro mondo, cazzo.
First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
A dopo, ok.
What is it?
Le aggiunte se le possono concedere se hanno fatto un doppiaggio magistrale, basta.
That was not the Darba Chief. It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
Invece sì.
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
Perché tutti i cattivi diventano bravi? In che senso bravi?
But why
Non è
go
che diventano bravi, ammettono la
why
sconfitta.
impersonate the chief?
Cioè, Mantis non diventa per niente una brava persona quando muore, anzi, ti dice le peggio cose.
Yourself. Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake.
Non, Nannino, non ti azzardare a provare a giustificare questo doppiaggio. Vengo lì, eh. Vengo lì. Non quando esiste il suo doppiaggio in Twin Snake, che è meraviglioso, cazzo. Non quando esiste quello.
Snake, it's me. Master. It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi? Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared
Calma,
somewhere in the
governatore.
Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Che poi il rozzo è barbarico, il Raven, cazzo, che è laureato con il QI di 220.000. Ma vaffanculo, no, non sei proprio credibile, cazzo. L'ultima cosa che potevi dire a Raven è che è stupido.
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group. It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
Pesante che...
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something? Does this have anything to do with the
Tirava a
mysterious...
petto nudo in Alaska, tanto furbo non era. Basta, sono cose che non puoi capire, Axel, perché non sei uomo.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Era il tiro dell'orecchio, era una cosa simbolica.
We can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You were hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
Ma no, perché è rozzo? È nato in America. È un Inuit, è dell'Alaska. Hai fatto la Kai, hai fatto la Kai. Magari è l'accento dell'Alaska. No, là, vengo là, eh.
Naomi wasn't acting strangely or anything?
No, I just can't believe that Naomi is an enemy spy. I refuse to accept that.
I don't want to believe it either, but
Don't say it, Snake.
Fatemi riavviare il gioco perché sta scattando e non lo faceva ieri. Ora non so se è soltanto lì nel frigo. Però boh, forse l'ha avviato male. È tutto a posto qua, no? Eh. Ho sempre ragione quando parlo, ok? Stai esagerando anche tu adesso. Taschette manager, niente. Dun 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 dun. Ah, non ha abbastanza brodini, non puoi togliergli gli saci. Mi fa morire che quando uno non ha abbastanza brodini non può rubarli. Tu mi fraintendere per quello non capisci che ho ragione, non lo so, ok, a volte dai. Ma avevo una chaff che aveva problemi di... Non mi viene la parola, cazzo. Potevo fare una battuta bella ma non mi è venuta la parola. Sashiko, quanto sono uomo per te. Ma perché le mie chaff non esplodono? Hanno ansia da prestazione, ecco. Ora mi è venuta, con la seconda chaff mi è venuta. Maledette chaff di merda. No, la butto in anticipo. Quanto è buono. E tu non togliermi i punti. Non sono io, è stato Saci. Non sai leggere, Eddie. È il bot che mi guida. Io non ho fatto niente. Zoom. No, adesso Otagon rompe il cazzo.
What's wrong?
Ciao, critichino.
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
4 come essere venditi.
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Non l'ho programmato così, io l'ho programmato per rubare i brodini randomicamente. Se poi prendete Eddie è solo la sorte. Anzi, in realtà dipende da quanti messaggi hai scritto in chat e quale momento tu li hai scritti.
Said they even input the PAL code.
Quindi non lo puoi prevedere.
Oh, we can't.
Fulfrino.
System that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot
A volte succede, ma a volte te li dona anche i brodini, quindi non ti preoccupare. Saci dà, ma Saci toglie. Cioè, Saci toglie, ma Saci dà.
I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me
Are
pretty
you a
well.
hacker?
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you. Non riesco a centrare la scala. Are you a hacker? Eccolo là.
Snake, it's me again.
Sì.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Zoom. Critichino, ma sei tu che hai doppiato questa host? Sei tu che fai zoom? Chiediamo a Sachiko. Va bene, dai. Di solito Sachiko ti odia, su. È andata anche bene. Scommetto che Saci ti dà un 9.
I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great.
Hai visto, se votavi subito che Nino ti prendevi il 9.
File.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it.
Yeah.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought.
Non è da te essere con così poca salute, perché non ho farmato, Critichino. Sono andato avanti con la stessa vita dall'inizio della torre.
That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Sono fatto Torre, Hind, Wolf, Raven e i soldati nell'ascensore, tutti con la stessa barra di vita, senza prendere razioni. Una sola ne ho presa forse.
I mean, it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't
È
they?
il Rex, Nicola.
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Mi ho cercato 5 volte nella trappola che c'è dopo Re.
Could delay the signing of the START
Yeah.
3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses. Snake, listen to me.
Otacon, ti sei buggato, ecco.
It's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? You still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to
Ci
launch.
sono dei cazzi in quel mod disk.
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Tom, Tom. Colpa di chi lo accompagna? Chi? Di cosa parli? Dammi una razione, su. Niente. Non ti rispondo. Vabbè, gli rispondo.
Snake?
Did you find it?
No.
Ci sono i nomi dei Patriots dentro? No, quelli sono altri
But
modisti.
I found
Quelli
Baker's...
sono altri cazzi.
He's just looking.
Ci sono le foto del sushi.
in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I
La
know
cartella porno di Baker. Non vi state regolando, ragazzi, siete furiosi.
an SDI
Non ho
spending
mai visto così tanta rabbia nei vostri occhi.
A hostile takeover.
Ciao Nori.
is riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see.
Non ha tutti i torti però,
Right.
Just give me a little bit longer.
No. Boom.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged.
Niente, laggano ancora. Ragazzi, sono fatte col culo ste cazzin qua.
Still no response from Washington. It looks like
Laggano.
we'll have to show them
Ma scatti.
business.
Should I set it for
Drop di
Plymouth,
FPS.
Marshal?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lock Nor China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox dye was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What do you say?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
You didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl. She's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret.
Ecco, hanno trovato i porno. Sei fottuto, critichino.
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have
Va
all
bene, Lore.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes, it's a material that
Nori, quando facciamo Resident Evil, che a me nessuno mi invita più da nessuna parte.
This card key?
Yeah, the card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So
Amami almeno tu, Nori.
keys in 1. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the
Va
module,
bene, Nori, quando vuoi.
the information contained on it.
Va bene
Once you've
qualsiasi
finished with all 3
giorno.
terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that?
Damn!
Che fastidio sti drop però, madonna. Vabbè, del Metal Gear 2020 così mi fa male, cazzo.
There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
God, the key. Sì, ma con un HP, ma però porca puttana. Potrebbero anche darmela una razione. Ti odio, cazzo, ti rompo il collo appena riesco a prenderti. No, gli ho promesso il collo rotto. Porca puttana, è spawnato per davanti. Niente, m'ha fottuto. Basta, non posso fare atti di vendetta, ragazzi. La vendetta cieca ti fa fare 3 game over. Puoi scegliere tra le sere di lunedì, martedì, mercoledì o domenica. Comunque ne parliamo in privato. Va bene, Nori. Ma penso che migliori serate direi mercoledì. Considerando anche probabili impegni futuri, penso che mercoledì sia il giorno in cui sono sempre libero. Ma che io non c'ho un cazzo di vita e non vorrei morire qua nello scolo, cazzo. No, vabbè, scende poco. Zoom. Non ci sono razioni ad extreme, Nicola. Te le possono droppare soltanto i nemici. Te ne puoi portare soltanto una per volta. Avrà droppato una razione? Hanno fatto i soldi, cazzo.
PAL code number 1 confirmed.
E lagga.
Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
Freeze the key. Ma mi ha tolto l'effetto della chap, ma sei un animale. Cosa cazzo fai? Ma chi ti ha detto di metterla, drogato? Non l'ho manco mai vista sta cosa, mi sa. Davvero potevo provare le card. Metteva le card sbagliate, non lo sapevo. Il wrong hand. Gomboni, dove sei? Gomboni? Ah, Gomboni? Gomboni, ah? È già andato via? Mi ha lasciato? Niente, sono triste, cazzo. But I still have lots of i messaggi di Tran. Sta andando bene, ho visto Tran. Sta crescendo un bordello il suo canale. Prova che streama nei miei stessi orari, cazzo. Io non lo vedo da una vita, Tran. Cocci da Tran. No, qua non mi ricordo mai come sono posizionati. No, ma spawnavano dopo, forse? O non spawnavano proprio qui? Al ritorno, no, mi sa quando devo fare la tessera rossa. Perché non lo portiamo via il minigun? Sapete che comincio a capire perché questa stanza non l'abbiano messa in Metal Gear Solid 4? Perché Perché effettivamente non c'è un cazzo. Cioè se tu vieni qui in Metal Gear Solid 4 non trovi nulla. Cioè trovi questo. Cioè una strada dritta senza nulla. Termini qualcosa, si chiama così l'arma, Nori, non è che invento io i termini. Ho tirato un pugno alle scale, ragazzi, mi hanno mancato di rispetto, mi hanno detto che il doppiaggio inglese è migliore. Niente, ormai è meme. Ringraziate Nolan, ragazzi. Vediamo che ne pensa la persona, dice sempre la cosa giusta. No, in realtà la pensa come me, critichino. Critichino... È un ignorante del cazzo, però... Diciamo che Critichino soffre di lapsus più che altro. Critichino le sa le cose, solo che se le dimentica.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3.
Ragazzi, ma a qualcuno è mai successo che la scheda ritornasse in una forma precedente? Tipo che si raffreddasse mentre eravate per strada, così. Sì, è successo. Io non mi ricordo se mi è mai successo o se me lo sono sognato. Mi pare una volta sia successa anche a me. Forse era con quella azzurra. Di che avvertito che poteva raffreddarsi per strada. Perché c'è quest'ansia, ma non so se qualcuno l'ha davvero mai vista raffreddarsi o riscaldarsi. Temevo lo facesse, quindi probabilmente mi è successo. Più che altro lo dai per scontato che succeda. Perché in Metal Gear 2 effettivamente succedeva. Non Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear 2, perché la meccanica viene da quello. Non è una roba che si è inventata Metal Gear Solid, l'avevano già inventata per MSX. Eccoli qua. Che cazzo mi ha visto? Ma dove cazzo era? GG per lui. Sì, vabbè, però fate schifo, Cioè, avete manco provato, cazzo. È successo solo forse una volta che sono passato prima per i condotti intorno al Metal Gear a prendere roba. Salendo era fredda. Riscaldarsi è difficile. Vabbè, da azzurra a gialla può succedere secondo me. non la devi tenere equipaggiata quando è azzurra, più che altro, perché se la equipaggi vuol dire che la tieni vicino al corpo. Proviamo a tenerla, vediamo se diventa gialla mentre arriviamo lì.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Niente,
You should talk to the colonel. He's looking into
ci ha
it.
interrotto la lore.
Monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't.
Vabbè, non ti fanno nulla i corvi se gli spari, no?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Die?
No.
Cosa succede se spari ai corvi? Che Raven ti insulta.
Talking about it.
Yeah, it's some
Ti
kind
dice non osare colpire i miei compagni.
I don't know all the details, but
E se insisti il colonnello e Nomi ti insultano pure loro, ti dicono che non ti paghiamo per fare lo spaventapasseri.
cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well,
Pure
apparently
con i ratti, mi pare ti insultano se ne ammazzi troppi.
simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Die vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to
Ah, vuole il vaccino. Ah,
You might be infected.
ridiamo di lui. Ah.
All I can do is leave it up to the colonel.
Saci, hai visto che Liquid vuole il vaccino? Ho detto Saci, cosa vuoi tu? Diglielo, Saci, ci interrompe. Ah. Sempre incazzata questa qua. Ciao Piuccia. Ciao furettino. È contenta che Spop sia sparito. E in effetti che fine ha fatto Spop, ragazzi? Non lo vedo proprio più. Zero. Manco su Telegram. Scomparso proprio dall'esistenza. È morto nell'Heavenly Host, forse. Trollino sto soldato. Ma non era venuto anche giù prima? L'avevo ucciso qua prima, no? Quanto cazzo è lungo il suo percorso? Peccato stava portando una bella run di MGS. Sa, ci fissano. Grazie, Saci. Ma sai troppi devono fare i doppi tu. Non vi state contenendo. Ora scende, guarda. No, ragazzi, non scende. È cambiato il suo percorso. Spawnando da qui è cambiato il percorso del soldato. Guarda là. 1998, ragazzi. Ma come non l'ha preso e mi ha visto? Ma che cazzo succede? Voilà, via. Che ha dato i brodini arancini, hai visto? Cazzo se non scopro cose nuove, ma li rigioco apposta sti giochi. C'è sempre... Oh! Ma è sopravvissuta al colpo di Stinger, ma io la denuncio, ma come si permette? Mi hanno dato uno Stinger difettoso, ragazzi. In una sfida vince questo Snake Eater, contestualizzati. Ah, io preferisco l'1, ragazzi. Visto, hai scoperto una cosa nuova, puttana. Come Outbreak, ogni settimana una roba nuova. Io ammazzo un corvo adesso perché fate gli stronzi, basta. Quanto sono brutti sti corvi se pensi a quelli di Resident Evil comunque, eh.
Snake, can you hear me?
No.
It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people.
Andrà tutto
First,
bene
it
col
infects
Fox
the
Die,
macrophages
Snake.
in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and
Ti
using
renderà un bambino, calma.
creating TNF epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time?
No, ok, ho paura.
Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet.
Sì,
I
è
still have a
finita,
job to
furetto,
do.
voglia.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't.
You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Un altro film in CGI.
Snake.
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Va bene. Stai scherzando? Mi sono male appena affacciato. I heard. Generazione? No, fai schifo, fai. Zoom. Povero Snake. Poveri un po' tutti. Non è che Naomi e il colonnello fossero in una posizione migliore, erano tutti sotto scacco. Tutti quanti inculati. L'unica che non perde un cazzo è Mei Ling, che non capisce una sega di quello che succede. Boh, abbiamo finito sta tortura. Ti giuro, preferisco fare 15 volte la tortura che fare sto avanti e indietro con le schede. Mamma mia, che rottura di balle.
Palcode number 3 confirmed. Palcode entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Oh, why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing
Vai,
can stop Metal
tranore.
here now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have
Ordine
no
d'uscita,
choice but to
Pia.
surrender the Fox Die vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole? What the?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room.
Toma, vengo lì,
Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered
Oh
and
no, quella profonda.
he's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Oh.
That's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Quindi qui dovevi salvare Estir. Perché che è successo ad Estir?
Hold on for a minute.
Cazzo se Toma ti boicotta. E stai partito dal 5, sotto tuo consiglio, ma non di stronzate, ha giocato il 5 4 anni prima che lo conoscessi, cosa vuoi da me? E l'ha pure giocato di merda e senza fare il capitolo 2. Drogato di merda che è. Ma che bello che è quello lì. Guarda, è intargettabile, eh.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you.
Che domanda del cazzo, Snake.
And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Armstech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear.
A livello di lore assolutamente è il più bello il secondo. Vabbè, ma il capitolo 2 non... Cioè, è letteralmente fatto per i fan, non lo capisci nemmeno giocandolo in blind run senza aver mai giocato niente della saga.
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech president and decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes.
Saci, hai visto? Sono gemelli. Ti ricorda qualcosa?
You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed
Scherzavo,
recessive
Saci.
genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge!
Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him. I will destroy him.
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you. Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. Yeah. Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon. Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
It's moving.
Tomatino calma. Anche Liquid era più simpatico da bambino, no. In realtà non è poi tanto diverso. Se c'è uno che è rimasto tale quale, cazzo. Qua magari si diverte un po' di più, eh. Lagga solo quando spuntano i sottotitoli, comunque. In qualche modo i sottotitoli fanno laggare, non capisco perché. Che carini, che mi hanno ridato tutta la vita. Sì, ma deve partire il tasto quando lo premo, non deve fare il bastardo. Cazzo di delay. Manco stessi giocando online. E non è partito.
Did that do it?
Matteo, grazie mille per il follow.
Hurry! Get away!
Grey Fox.
The name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
Lo vedi che ti davano già dei piccoli indizi per farti capire che Snake invecchiava velocemente? Buonasera, perché è inglese? Perché è la versione uscita su GOG ieri, Matteo.
Fox.
È la versione PC uscita 20 anni fa e l'hanno portata soltanto in inglese su PC.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi!
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
Oh, ma chiamo la polizia.
We're just about out of
Diglielo, Sachiko.
Here's a final present.
Lo stavi dicendo a Fox, Sachiko, perché non sbagli in entrambi i casi. Saci, secondo te Fox ce la fa questa volta? Saci? Saci, non mi ignorare, bastarda! Saci, parlami, Saci, ah!
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use Royal Harriers. Fox. How strong?
Thomas, se ti azzardi di nuovo a fa una roulette durante una cutscene di Metal Gear, vengo a casa e ti ingozzo con l'occhio marcio di Grey Fox.
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal. Destroy the radome.
Impressive. You are
Non mi interessa, io lo posso fare.
fox, but now you're finished.
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too.
Now! In front of you!
Stai facendo laggare, Fox, stai zitto.
After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead, an undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end.
Puttana, che doppiaggio di merda. L'ho detto, ragazzi, basta.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see,
Non è vero, Akai, è solo perché hai vinto 3 roulette in 3 giorni che non t'ho dato i brodini, cazzo. Non lasci la possibilità agli altri di prenderli. Fai come Toma qualche mese fa, faceva la stessa cosa. Vuoi essere Toma? Perché non te lo consiglio. È vegano. Dove cazzo è andato quel missile? No, mi ha preso. No damage rovinato, cazzo.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
Sentite, tanto non li usate i brodini, che cazzo volete? Quando resterete senza brodini, allora vi darò quei 10.000, finché non li usate non vi cambia niente non averli. Easy peasy. A Kai la stessa cosa che ho detto a Tom, vale per te, eh.
Hey, Snake. Liquid. You're still alive. I won't die as long as you still live. Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure. Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear
Non mi interessa.
I'm done fighting. Fighting? What are you really after? A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be. That was Big Boss's fantasy. It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then we'll steadily expand our sphere.
Perché tu c'eri, Axelino, eh? Tu c'eri? Lo sai come ha funzionato la guerra fredda? Eri una spia? No? Allora zitto.
Is that the only reason? Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us? I don't want that kind of world. Ha!
Ho visto tutto in un prato di fuori bianchi. Mamma mia.
Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why. What? Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades? That was... I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle. You're wrong. There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way. Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in.
Stronzata.
So he created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to
E
someone.
uno di quei feti era Saci.
Intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything
Sei
from
solo
me
gelosa,
before I was
Sachiko.
even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they
Oh mio Dio, è buggata meno del solito.
soldier genes
Mancano i sottotitoli però.
everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right.
Prima è la pace che ha sputtanato tutto, Nonnino, dovrebbero vedersi bene ste cose.
With the same genes as ours.
The genome soldiers.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous
E
sections.
non capisco perché il gioco ha preso a... non Saci, calma. Non so perché il gioco ha preso a laggare mentre ci sono i sottotitoli.
The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes.
Mi sa che li tolgo i sottotitoli, ragazzi, tanto lo sappiamo tutti l'inglese, giusto Ken?
Complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it
Nonnino, calma. L'hai attirata tu da te. L'hai pattata e lei si è avvicinata e ti ha mangiato i brodini.
injections. They were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
Ti sbagli, è così che le do da mangiare io. Si nutre di voi.
Success?
È solo questo lo scopo delle live.
They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want big
Che presagio epico,
You
Liquid.
can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you.
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die.
Beh, gliel'ha detto lui, ok.
Danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear. He's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command.
Vabbè, tutto il tempo del mondo ormai.
Give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back.
What? What are you doing? What?
Ecco il best PG.
What happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
Arriva.
Snake, the Colonel.
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information.
Non lo posso più vedere ormai.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was involved in this operation.
You bastard.
There won't
È lui, cazzo.
be evidence left.
È Belfo Houseman.
The President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a
Va Snake come sembra che abbia una canottiera, invece sono le scapole.
terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if
L'ho detto che Nino.
the optic disc,
Era mio amico.
consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
Non rende, facci sentire quello vero allora.
Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do.
Diglielo, se Cico ha fatto casino quest'uomo.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike.
Non è partito?
You stole
Come mai?
everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have at you, Snake.
Niente, tolgo i sottotitoli, raga. Che cazzo succede? Ma è tutto glitchato. Guarda. Guarda quello quanto ha resistito, mamma mia, non ce la faceva più, eh. Aveva proprio un insano bisogno, cazzo, di fare quella roulette. Ah,
Nice shot. What's
yeah.
wrong, Snake? What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong?
Madonna, che palle quando gli parte l'invincibilità in anticipo e non entra il pugno.
Have at you, Snake.
Ma non li avevo tolti i sottotitoli. Ma allora,
Nice shot.
ah,
What's wrong, Snake?
no.
Have at you, Snake.
Soffri di incontinenza alle palle. Toma, fammi capire. Ti si riempiono i coglioni se non riesci a fare le roulette. Ti devi svuotare tutto in una volta. Aia. Sì, ma mi trigger adesso sta cosa. Perché non stanno off?
Nice shot. Better hurry. It's going to blow.
Meglio mi viene spiegato nella versione film per PSP. Stai esagerando, liquidina. Niente, non è entrato il secondo pugno e mi ha ucciso.
Have at you, Snake.
Liquid, se mi attivi ancora i cazzo di sottotitoli, cambio nickname.
Nice shot!
Non ti incazzare all'improvviso.
What's wrong, Snake?
Ma... Ma... Yui 992. Basta, Rancino, penso sia la più pesante che tu abbia mai scritto. Niente. Basta, ragazzi, adesso lo faccio. Deciso, basta. Deciso.
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake? Hurry!
No, il calcio! Ah, impazzisco!
Have at you, Snake.
Poi la gente mi viene a dire che Liquid non è il più difficile del gioco, cazzo. Perché l'avete giocato a easy sto gioco, fate cagare, fate. Vabbè che c'è il glitch per ammazzarlo subito, però non lo voglio usare. E bisogna tipo fare così. Fai così gli levi tutta la vita in una volta, però no, cioè che merda.
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake?
Perché non entra, mamma mia, lo strozzo!
Have at you, Snake.
Ciao, Sule. È il più difficile anche a easy, ma non è vero, la gente scrive... Ma in quel topic di merda abbiamo letto l'altra volta, tutti a dire il boss più difficile, Raven, non c'è calma nei suoi occhi, non c'è, cazzo. Dove sta andando con i pugni, sto drogato? Va bene a ridere, ha ragione. Perché mi hanno dato il personaggio sbagliato da utilizzare. Tanto che io muoia o vinca, ragazzi, vinco sempre io.
Nice shot! It's going to blow!
Meryl. Meryl?
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive! Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Drin drin.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otakon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Meryl.
Snake.
Meryl.
Gomboni.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing out.
命をちょうだい
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up. Hurry! Looking good, Snake. Hurry!
Va bene. Ah, senza razioni sta parte.
I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys. All right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in. Snake, hold on.
Giocate. Liquid Naked Solid Rex, minchia, tutti li ha messi. Welcome.
Let's go. We're not out of the woods yet.
Here they come!
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Palle sta parte.
You did it, Snake.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
Pure l'It's Not Over Yet è doppiato male, cazzo. Ciao Chele. Hai visto Chele? Nemmeno me stesso può fermarmi.
Meryl. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake!
Dimmi.
Snake!
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone?
Cosa non hai capito, Zarchino?
What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really?
Perché il suo codice genetico era scritto nel programma del virus, Zarchino.
Sorry, I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a
Cioè, lì qui sarebbe dovuto morire con quel virus lì fin dalla scena delle torture. È solo che ci ha messo tipo 4 ore a fare effetto.
I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that.
Cioè pure il virus ha dovuto faticare per ammazzarlo.
The ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really?
Cosa dai, brodini, tu?
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox.
Non dire bacca a tua sorella.
She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry, but he had one last message he wanted to say to you.
What?
He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox died too. What about me?
Dobbiamo ridere, Kene.
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
C'ha manco senso quello che hai scritto.
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything.
Poi cazzo, se ci pensate lì c'è un precipizio adesso.
You can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't
Cioè guarda lì. E poi lì diventa tutta acqua perché l'isola affonda.
DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today I've always
Cioè guarda lì, saranno 100 metri di scogliera, cazzo.
I'm going to just live.
Poi il re va a pelo d'acqua, là.
Our hopes and dreams for the future through our children.
Il codice di Merrill.
Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other.
Mi sa che non l'hanno scritto da nessuna parte, sai?
Can change the world. I finally realized it.
Il finale di Re 4.
Thank you, Snake.
Saci, dai fuoco ad Akai.
Look, I found this.
Grazie, Saci.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
Hai capito, Akai non è Super Mario che spara.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time. Alaska has never looked more beautiful.
Grazie per il follow, Vincenzo.
Caribou, and most of all,
se puoi parlare che soprattutto non le capisco mai manco io, ok?
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
come on. Let's enjoy life.
Ma non le capisci manco tu, ma finiscila. Vai a leccare i caribou. Quanto piccolo. Scommetto che è un messaggio molto profondo, ragazzi. Questa è la filosofia per le formiche, ragazzi. Ma non ci sono i titoli di coda. Ah no, ecco. Sono in piccolo anche quelli. C'è solo un problema con questa versione di Metal Gear Solid, ragazzi, che non sappiamo quali sono i bug che ci sono stati per colpa della patch e quali sono i problemi della versione vera. Perché sta cosa dei sottotitoli che hanno cominciato a far laggare le cazzi è stata veramente fastidiosa. Non te lo saprei dire, Kele, perché io ci ho applicato delle patch per farlo andare in widescreen, ma mi sa che hanno sputtanato un po' tutto. Cioè, guarda qua i titoli di coda come cazzo sono messi, non l'avrebbero mai pubblicato titoli di coda così piccoli, cazzo. E sta anche laggando tutto. No, lagga anche qui, Pia. Immagino se adesso scopri che non è la pace. Si può verificare. Ciao bighe. Gomboni. Che cazzo succede? Ma quindi anche la telefonata finale si vedrà così? No! Il muletto gira sempre meglio. No, non sono d'accordo. No, visivamente questa è stata la versione migliore, ma di gran lunga. Cosa me l'ha detta Nora? Sì, infatti è uno di quei drogati che la pensa in quel modo lì. Lo so, la nena, scherzavo, TVV. No, no, lascialo stare. È tutto il giorno che litighiamo, poi pensa che sono serio, cazzo. Umai. Umai. Ah, cazzo se ho voglia di rifare Course Party, ragazzi.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by
Sono un masher, guido le slitte.
humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Eccolo là.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Zan zan. Ha mandato la bandana, ok? Sì, giusto. Ma ha chiuso il gioco così, ma vaffanculo. Cosa fa? Ma... Calma, eh.